Let's take a look at how you use the new TLC7 AP auto plan version. It opens in Excel, and the opening page is very simple. We just click the assessment button to start the process. In this case, I know that I'm going to be using a 4-channel assessment instead of a 2-channel, so I'll click on the 4-channel button, and then I'll click to Quick Select. This will allow me to go to the file folder where I know I have the assessment, and even though it doesn't show me anything in here, I know the text files are there, so I click on OK, and sure enough it finds them. It finds them because they're named properly. The one for F3 and F4, P3 and P4 has the name F3 in it. Always channel 1 active. This one needs to have T3, there it is. So as long as they're all together in the folder, the assessment will find them. On the client data area, we would put in the client's name, the trainer's name, the client's age, and the date. And now we'll click to process the data. The Excel file goes through, looks at the data, calculates targets for low frequency threshold, which would be related to eye blinks, eye movements, cable movements, and for high frequency threshold, which would be related to muscle tension or movement or some electromagnetic artifact. All of these areas here that we recorded are green for eyes closed, meaning that all of them passed. All of them had at least 50% of their recordings good. With eyes open, we can see that F7 and F8 did not pass because of high frequency artifact. Less than 50% passed. And at task, the same thing. Now we can go down here to F7 and F8, and we can see that for each one of these buttons, there is a number which tells me if I wanted to get 50+% to pass, what would my targets need to be? Well, at F7 with eyes open, I would need a slow frequency target of 20, that's already way below what we have, and a high frequency target of 34, that's above. So I might accept this as an option in order to have both eyes closed and eyes open data at F7 and F8. I'd have to go all the way up to 40 for fast waves in order for the task data to pass. So one option is for me to say if I'm going to use 34 for F7 and F8, I should use it everywhere. The other one is to say, well, F7 and F8 are places where the person might be squinting, so I'll just use it there. So I'm going to click on this yellow button here for 20 and 34, eyes open F7 and F8, and it opens a little window for me. The window says that for 52% to pass, you need to have 20 and 34. Well, I'm going to change this to the 33 that we already have and we're using everywhere else, but I'll let this one go up to 34 instead of the 22 that it usually is. Once I've selected that, I have the choice of using that for all sites, that is, it'll apply those same rules to everything, or to use them only for F7 and F8, or to use it only for F7 and F8 eyes open, which is where we're looking right now. I prefer not to make individual changes like that, but in this case I might make a change that applies this to all F7 and F8. So I'll click that, and the program recalculates what the artifact areas would be, and it shows us that these two are now passing based on a threshold change. This one still doesn't pass because there's too much fast activity. I'm going to accept that, so I'll just click to create a TLC7 assessment, and the program will now go through the process of taking out the artifact that it has identified with the targets that we've agreed on, and also then loading it into the software so we can see all the various different views of the brain. Now I will go up to the Save As button. I save this file in the same folder that I had the original data in. It's now produced for me the Analyze page. I can look at synchrony measures. I can look at maps of the brain to see what frequency patterns there are. I can look at the heads page where I can see the numerical values, either percentage or raw microvolts for eyes closed, eyes open, or task for all of the sites where we have measurements. Because I want to do a auto plan, I'm going to go to the options page. And I can click here on the button that says Start Protocol Selection, and it will go through and calculate, based on patterns in this brain, what are the options that we have available for training. 4-channel over here and 2-channel over here. I could click on this button and it will tell me I would do these 3 in session 1, these 3 in session 2, these 3 in session 3, these in session 4, and then my 5th session, which is my deep states training. In this case, I know I've got a 4-channel amplifier, so I'll click on 4C, and it now tells me what 4-channel and 2-channel I could use to do the training for this client. Clicking to complete the auto plan. And now it gives me all of the designs that we've set forth to be used in this training plan.